What's up everybody, welcome to Movieverse the channel. So if you didn't cry while watching the latest episode of WandaVision, which was also the season finale of season 1 of this awesome and beautiful TV series, then my dear friend, you don't have a heart and you shall join Team Hayward. This episode was full of emotions, thrill and also some Easter eggs, which your vision might have missed. So did you find XMen Easter eggs hidden in plain sight? Or what does this quickie clean ad meant for MCU upcoming phases? Or in which scene did WandaVision took reference from Tony Stark's epic scene? And what does this post-credit scene meant? And who will be the Marvel next mega villain to replace Thanos? I'll explain all this and more in this video. But before we start, I'm giving a big spoiler warning. So if you haven't watched finale yet, then skip this video and hop on to Disney+. So without wasting much time, let's start this video. Episode starts with Wanda and Agatha battling out, and we see Wanda throws a car on Agatha, which crashes into a house, and we see Agatha's legs sticking out, which was obviously Agatha's strength. Actually, this scene is a homage to scene from Wizard of Oz, where Dark Witch died in a similar way, where she got crushed under the house and her legs were sticking out just like Agatha. By the way, other than Agatha's boot brand, this scene also shows that how much attention Marvel gives to detail. Now if you watch this scene in slow-mo, then we can clearly see just before car hitting the wall, Agatha vanished into thin air. Kudos to Marvel for putting so much effort into details. From Agatha's boot trick, let's move on to her puppet. Marvel cleared in this episode that Evan Peters is not the actual Quicksilver from X-Men universe. But even though he's not the real Quicksilver, but there are so many similarities between both. Like both of them lives in attic or basement. His room looks more like a storeroom, just like real Quicksilver from X-Men Days of Future Past. And we saw Evan Peters flaunting his bomber jacket with tiger print in X-Men Days of Future Past. Seems like Ralph Warner aka Fiatro also has a love for tiger. You can see a stuffed tiger head kept on trolley, very much similar to real Quicksilver bomber jacket print. So much common between both. Is Ralph Warner really Quicksilver? Or will we see him transforming into one in future? According to me, it is the end of the road for this Quicksilver. And all the similarities were just the last tribute to Quicksilver. And in this episode, Marvel gave us a clear hint about who will be replacing Quicksilver, which I will explain later in this video. But before that, let me explain what does this advertisement board signifies. This billboard is a hint to Marvel future villain and also a nod to creators of that big baddie. Actually, Marvel has secretly hinted about next MCU villain CHTHON, and if you search a little bit, CHTHON's name is derived from Greek word Chthonios, which means earth. And the chaos magic which Wanda uses is given to her by CHTHON. Actually, CHTHON imbued Wanda with his essence when she was born. So it means Wanda will use the power of earth, which of course means CHTHON, to clean the surface, which obviously means Agatha. Now take a look at this scene. Nozzle spray of bottle is placed in a direction like it will spray it on Agatha once pressed. Look Agatha, Wanda read this ad and cleaned the shine out of you using the power of earth. This ad also gave a nod to creators of CHTHON. You see this MNB logo? Actually, these are the first letters of the names of CHTHON's creators, which is M for Marv Wolfman and B stands for Bill Mantlo. Looks like Marvel never forgets to pay tribute to its creators. And did you notice these pine cones? It is also a hint of post-credit scene, which I will explain ahead when I'll explain that scene. And then Agatha tells Wanda that whole chapter is devoted to her in Book of Darkhold.
Entire chapter devoted to you in the Darkhold?
Yes guys, it is Darkhold and not a book of Necronomicon, which many fans including me were speculating it to be. So when Agatha is describing about Scarlet Witch to Wanda, we see etched figure of Scarlet Witch on one page. But what is on the other? To me, it seems like symbol of different worlds or even multiverses. And just listen what Agatha is telling Wanda.
It's your destiny to destroy the world.
So it's her destiny to destroy world. So it is quite possible that these spheres depicts different worlds. And as we all know, the title of Doctor Strange 2, which is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. According to me, these pages indicates that Scarlet Witch can rewrite the realities of multiverse in Doctor Strange 2. By the way, this could mean something else too. It could also be magical chakras or spells. I mean, only Marvel know what it is. Now when Wanda opens the hex for residents to escape, we see Vision and twins tearing into pieces, which is a clear reference of House of M comics, in which Scarlet Witch is torn into pieces. Marvel never disappoints the comic fans. After that, Wanda closes the hex, and Agatha hits her with her purple energy in desire of absorbing Wanda's chaos powers, which she does to some extent. We can see Wanda's hands turned grey, whereas in episode 8 when Agatha absorbed powers of her fellow witches, it was not anything like that. Now remember when Thanos removed Mind Stone from Vision's head, Vision also turned grey. So why both Vision and Wanda turns grey when their energy is taken? It could be because of her Mind Stone, cause both have got their powers from her Mind Stone. Wanda uses her powers from her hands, thus her hands turns grey, and Vision used his head so his head turned grey. It seems like it's a side effect of using Mind Stone's powers. After that, let's move on to Billy and Tommy. The scene where Billy and Tommy are trying to stop military. Tommy uses his speed to take weapons from every soldier. This is a reference from X-Men Days of Future Past, where Evan Peters saves Wolverine, Professor X and Magneto from soldiers. And while messing up with soldiers, Quicksilver takes and put on Soldier's cap. And Tommy also took Soldier's cap. Actually, he even took sunglasses. By showing the similarities, Marvel is hinting that Tommy will be the Avenger who will take the power of Speed and replace Quicksilver as the new superhero named Speed. And there is one more detail that shows Tommy will close the doors for Quicksilver. If you look on the Tommy's side of bed, it's traffic lights. And now if we look at the scene from Days of Future Past, Quicksilver also had traffic lights in his room. Marvel just cleared no Quicksilver. It's time for Speed now. Since Scarlet Witch is the first mutant of MCU, and X-Men are destined to arrive in MCU in coming phases, Marvel hid Easter eggs related to X-Men in this episode, and I found 3 of them. Actually, most of the shops were named on mutants like Sinclair Bookshop, Cecilia Fabrics and Aldous Grocery. And if you know Dr. Cecilia Reyes, Rain Sinclair and Irene Adler, all are mutants. And Rain Sinclair has already made her movie debut in the movie New Mutants. Who knows? One day she will appear in MCU too. Then we see Wanda and Agatha fighting above in sky close to Hex, where Wanda is willingly giving her powers to Agatha. But very cleverly Wanda was casting runes, where Agatha thinks that she has absorbed the chaos magic in Wanda. Then she tries to attack Wanda and it didn't work. And then Wanda unravels her trick to Agatha. I mean, this whole scene is a homage to Endgame scene where Tony tricks Thanos, and Thanos tries to snap and fails. And then Tony reveals his trick to Thanos and then I am Iron Man. Almost in same manner Wanda fooled Agatha. And Wanda lifted her hand just like Tony. And Agatha reacted similar to Thanos. Only thing left was Wanda saying I am Scarlet Witch. I wish Wanda had said those lines, but never mind. Marquee of Westview Theatre shows another Disney movie, Oz the Great and Powerful, which is also a movie about magic, wizard and witch. Interestingly, Oz the Great and Powerful was directed by Sam Raimi, who is also the director of upcoming Marvel movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Right after losing from Wanda, Agatha lands on ground, and behind her we can see M&B hardware store, which was mentioned on the squeaky clean advertising billboard. Then after tucking twins in bed, Wanda and Vision are having a last conversation, and Vision tells Wanda, I have been a voice with no body, a body but not a human, and now a memory made real, which also tells the timeline of Paul Bettany roles in MCU. I have been a voice with no body depicts Jarvis. A body but not human depicts Vision made in Age of Ultron. A memory made real depicts the Vision in WandaVision. And after that he says, who knows what I might be next. Which hints that White Vision will remain something different or maybe on different path. By the way, our red synthesoid was shedding tears while saying all this stuff. And after that, everything in Westview goes off. And then this mid-credit scene, in where we see FBI agent asks Monica Rambeau to come in theater, where it was revealed that FBI agent was actually a Skrull, and tells that she has been sent by her mother's old friend, and he wants to meet her. We all know this old friend is none other than Colonel Nick Fury, who is working for SWAT now, which was revealed in Spider-Man Far From Home post-credit scene. This scene is also an indication of Marvel upcoming TV series Secret Invasion, which will show Skrulls infiltrating the Earth's government to invade Earth. And after watching this scene, it is clear that apart from Talos and his wife, other Skrulls are also acting as humans on Earth. And probably there will be some corrupt Skrulls too, with the sinister plan of Secret Invasion in their mind. By the way, you never know if Marvel will make Skrulls baddie in TV series or Kree, just like they did in Captain Marvel. Well, only time will reveal what is Secret Invasion all about. And in the end, there is one more scene which shows Wanda sitting outside a rustic house with a mug in her hand. And if you don't know what place is this, Actually, it is WUNDAGORE Mountain, where not only Wanda and Pietro were born, but it's also the place where she got her Scarlet Witch chaos magic. And if you don't know, WUNDAGORE Mountains are also the prison for Marvel big bad demon CHTHON, and he is the one who blessed her with chaos magic. And it's quite possible after absorbing Agatha's dark power, which she got from the Book of Darkhold, which is a book of CHTHON's original spells. And whosoever use powers of Darkhold, he or she is automatically possessed by CHTHON. Actually, this book is kind of conduit for CHTHON. Just like Annabelle doll was a conduit for Return of Evil, and Horcruxes were for Voldemort return. And it's possible that Wanda is possessed by CHTHON now. That's why she came to WUNDAGORE Mountain, so that CHTHON can come back again, which will I think happen in future, and CHTHON could be next Thanos. And then Wanda goes inside and camera pans into another room, where we see ghostly Wanda in astral projection similar to Doctor Strange, and she is kind of practicing dark magic from Darkhold. And if we see closely, there are these spheres or orbs which remind me of planets, or it could be alternate Earths. Why do I feel these are different versions of world? Just hear it. These are the dialogues of Tommy and Billy from this scene, which means she is able to tap into other worlds and the fabric of other realities where Tommy and Billy are still alive, and she will definitely bring them back alive from alternate worlds. And in doing so, she could tear down the fabric of multiverse, which will be the main story of Doctor Strange 2. Cause we already know that it's about multiverse, and I think we could see Wanda versus Doctor Strange, or shall I say Scarlet Witch versus Sorcerer Supreme, similar to what we saw in Civil War with Iron Man versus Captain America. I think Marvel already gave us hint that she will be the main villain in Doctor Strange 2. When Monica asks Wanda to stop all this, cause Hayward wants to portray her as villain, to which Wanda replies she already is.
Maybe I already am.
Even Agatha teases that Scarlet Witch power exceeds that of Sorcerer Supreme,
Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme.
which is a hint of future one-on-one battle between both, and CHTHON will be puppeteering Wanda so that he could escape from his prison. Marvel wouldn't bring alive such a big villain so easily. There will be some chaos created for the Master of Chaos's return, and with that season 1 ended. And don't worry about Agatha, she will be back soon. Just like she told Wanda that she will need her.
You're gonna need me.
And just like I predicted, Agatha was not that evil. She is kind of female version of Loki, who was villain in start, then became hero. And she will help Wanda perfecting spells just like she taught her to cast runes. So Agatha will be back in Doctor Strange too. So with that, it's the end of this video. If you like this video and want to stay updated on Easter egg videos of upcoming TV series Falcon and the Winter Soldier Season 1, then just subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates. Till then, enjoy your life.